What's up, folks? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2023 Top Series 1 Half Jumbo Case Break number 13. Lucky number 13. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially for anybody who's new to the channel, welcome. Bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading. We ship as quickly as our little hands can move, usually within a day or two of the break. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get into any of our future free breaks, all you got to do is hit the old subscribe button, and who knows, maybe you grab a spot in a future free break. And hit the like button too. You know, just help a brother out. I'd appreciate it. All right, teams. D-backs, Jason H. Braves, Paul G. Orioles, Matthew T. Red Sox, Shane P. Cubs, Kim C. White Sox, Jacob L. Reds, Dan B. Guardians, Michael B. Rockies, Zachary K. Tigers, Christopher S. Royals, Steve F. Astros, Brian K. Angels, Richard L. Dodgers, John R. Brewers, Christopher S. Twins, Kim C. Marlins, Christopher S. Mets, Thomas M. Yankees, Bobby M. A's, Brian K. Phillies, Kim C. Pirates and Cardinals, Shane P. Padres, Kim C. Giants, Zachary K. Mariners, Michael C. Rays, Tilden W. Rangers and Blue Jays, Edward K. And finally, Nationals, Dan B. Alrighty, this is the first half of a fresh case, so we'll be doing the second half of this one on Saturday night, I believe. I believe it's Saturday night. So let's open some cards. If I could get the plastic off it, we will. My, oh my, what is wrong with me? Jeez. Fingers do not want to work. All right. First up, box topper for the Brew Crew, Corbin Burns. And a couple of silver lovelies. We'll get to those later. See if we get some bonus lovelies at the end. Got a big weekend of breaks coming up. We'll be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, we're going to break earlier than we usually do. We're going to start the breaks at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. So auctions will be earlier on eBay and so on and so forth. So if you can, check it out. I figure that way we all maybe get a decent night's sleep on Sunday night, especially me. So I've been thinking about it for a while. So I'm gonna try it for a few weeks and see how it works out. If it works out, we'll probably stick with it. If not, we'll go back to our usual times. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Gonzalez rookie. Pull out as many rookies as we can while we're doing this break here. Any ones we miss, we'll get there in the sort. All the top guys, we make sure they get sleeved and top loaded and taken care of. We've gone through 8 billion top loaders this month. I just got another 10,000 in today. It's crazy. Some of these Series 1 breaks go on to like a couple hundred in each break. Jonah Bride. Rainbow. Ooh, oh, man, see, that was a cheat. Ozzy Albies going. I thought it was a Michael Harris. That I hate. The Michael Harris and the Ozzy Albies card. They're both sliding. You know, they look very similar, so you get kind of confused with them. But Ozzy Albies of 2023, 857 of 2023. Oh, that annoys me. Sometimes when we're doing the sort, I do the same thing. Oh, there's a Michael. No, it's not. Oh, City Connect. Oh, stuff sticking here. Jordan for Houston. The City Connect cap patch. Manufactured relic. Houston is Brian. Ooh, you know what? I gotta get some bigger top loaders. Give me 1 sec. $100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. 100. All right. Might as well get multiple sizes while we're up and getting them. Tomorrow night we got the new Allen and Ginter Chrome, along with some more Sonic. We've got another case of Sonic to get through this weekend. All right, there we go. Jordan City Connect. All right, Cruz, Moreno rookie, and Nolan Gorman rookie. There he is. There's Michael Harris. Derek Hall. Brett Beatty. Libertor. Psyched, man. The World Baseball Classic just a few days away. Gold foil Miggy for Detroit. J-Roll on the 2020. Ryan and Base. Base. Tonight has absolutely been the quietest night ever in the history of Chef Sports Cards on the chat. Something's going on today. Everybody must be tired or something. It's cool, but you know, we get a little. Tristan Cassett's rookie. Gunner. Because everybody's probably asleep. Like, oh boy. Where are the hits? Vinny. Rainbow foil Mets. Clanahan all aces. Now we found one wood card. We have yet to find an AKA. We've hit 2 1-of-1s out of Series 1, but we haven't found an AKA yet. We hit a Superfractor and a Platinum 1-of-1 so far, but no AKA. How crazy is that? I mean, I know they're short printed, but come on. That's crazy. There's got to be one in this case. Robert, Chris, what's up, boys? How are you? I know it's been a very quiet night in all the breaks. I start getting paranoid. I'm like, whoa, why isn't anybody talking? Well, thank you for joining me, gentlemen. I appreciate it. There's a Paguero rainbow foil rookie for Pittsburgh. Nice one there. Lover. I don't know how to really say his name, so I just call him Lover. There you go for Shane. And behind that, we have a Keibert Ruiz to $4.99 for Washington. And behind that, we have a Cal Ripken throwback relic for the Orioles. Orioles is Matthew. There we go. Ripken. And Kybert, he is number 204 of 499. For Dan. Pedro Verlander. Oh, well, we cut a little close, but that's okay. Torque. And of course, I got my the kid who does the bulk of my sorting came back after ghosting for like a month and a half. He's a kid, he's a teenager, but he's really good. He's a good sorter. He's a good pack in the whole 9 yards. Like he's really good at it. Riley Green rookie. So, and he needs some time off because of school and whatever. And he called me and he's like, I really want to come back, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, sure, it's fine. Nolan Jones, Kwan. That one is a Stephen Kwan vintage stock, numbered to 99. 8 of 99 for the Guardians. For Michael B. Nice one. Oh, really? DVD box set? What? Just like a documentary about his career? So anyway, when he decided to come back, his name's Jonah, and Jonah decided to come back, and it was kind of perfect timing because it was right when we started doing Series 1, and yeah, there's 8 billion cards to do a Series 1. I was like, I can really use this help. He came back for one day and he got COVID. It's just like, you gotta be kidding me. He's back for a day, and then I didn't need him the rest of the week till like maybe 4 or 5 days later. And I didn't hear from, because usually he texts me. There's an ad, like he'll text me during the day to tell me what time he's coming. And I didn't hear from him most of the day, so I texted him, and he gets back to me. He's like, I couldn't go to school today. He's a senior in high school. He's like, I couldn't go to school today. I was really sick. I was like, all right, dude, well, feel better, like, we'll talk to you. A day later, he's like, I have COVID. I was just like, jeez. Aguero rookie. I was like, I can't win. Vaughn Grissom. So I still ended up doing the bulk of it myself. 20s on the rainbow foil. And auto of, if I can pick it up, Tyler Freeman. Stars Auto, Baseball Stars Auto for the Guardians. For Michael. 7 DVDs. My God, how long is that thing? Jeez. I don't know if I have 7 DVDs worth of Cal Ripken in me. You know what I was watching the other night? I don't know if you guys have seen this Murtaugh guy. The guy, he just got sentenced today for murdering his wife and kid, but Netflix did a documentary about that whole case, that Alex Murtaugh guy. Oh my God. If you haven't watched it, it's only like 3 episodes. It's not that long. It's like maybe 2.5 hours or something like that. It is totally worth a watch, man. That family was crazy. Like, they were like something out of a movie, man. They were just like rich and offing people and doing all kinds of craziness. And then it just so happened, like, I, of course, had heard of the case and had seen stuff on TV about, but I didn't really follow it or anything, And then I just watched it the other day. I had it on while I was sorting cards. And I saw today, I went in to the cafe and I put on, I don't know, CNN or CNBC or Fox or one of the news channels. And they were saying they were doing the closing arguments for him, Vinny. I was like, oh, wow, this is the thing I just watched. Toronto gold foil. But anyway, like, I usually thought when you were doing like a murder trial and you were in closing arguments, you still had a little time, like, before they must have come back really quick and convicted this guy. Like, usually you hear about people like doing deliberations, you know, and the jury needs to go back and they have questions and they have this and they have that. I swear to God, this afternoon I was watching the closing arguments, and tonight or this evening I got a text saying, "Oh, they found him guilty." I was like, "Wow, that was fast." That dude was a mess. But if you're looking for something entertaining, totally worth a watch because that family was just out of control. Rich, entitled, rich money and entitlement just are a bad mix. That's for sure. All right, let's see. A Verdugo gold foil for the Sox. JT Realmuto to 199, 157 of 199. A little color match there for the Phils. DeGrom, Julio, and a couple other bases we missed. Because I try to put stuff on, like when I'm sorting and stuff, I try to put stuff on that I can listen to, but I don't have to pay attention to. You know, like I don't have to watch. So a lot of times I'll put like these true crime kind of documentaries on and stuff because it just plays in the background like noise. And I put on Drive to Survive or whatever, but 10 minutes later I was sitting there watching. I love that show. So I was like, I can't watch this while I'm sorting. I'll never I'll get all the cards wrong. That show's so good. Gunner. And it's amazing what it's done for F1. I mean, if you really think about the popularity of F1 in recent years as connected to that show on Netflix, they go hand in hand, you know? It is crazy. Watching some of the trial on YouTube. Who's convicted? The judge said the evidence of guilt was overwhelming. Yeah, see, well, and that's the only thing in the documentary. They kind of go up to where the murder happened, and they do talk about it a little bit, but they don't get too heavily into like the evidence and stuff. And like I said, I don't know much about the case other than that documentary. It kind of talked a lot about things that led up to it, so I didn't know how. I mean, it sounded like he was pretty guilty, but I mean, I didn't know what kind of evidence they had, but obviously, if they convicted him in like just a few hours, it must have been pretty cut and dry. Riley Green home run challenge. Phillies 20 to 2023. Hoskin provides jolt for Phils. It's crazy. I don't. You know, I have this. Well, not that everybody doesn't, but I mean, like, there's a cast. Like, I've kind of followed this Idaho thing. You know, the murders in Idaho, and I've actually paid attention to it. You know, like there's certain cases that kind of catch me, and that's just a really strange case. This guy or whatever. I'm that better? Can you guys hear me now? Oh, what's going on with this thing? I have to get a new equalizer. Every once in a while, it just kind of flakes for some reason. Sometimes it'll go a couple weeks and never have a problem, and then all of a sudden, over a few days, it'll happen a few times. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? There you go. All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's this equalizer for some reason. The other day I thought I hit it with my arm, but I don't know. I just gotta buy a new one, I guess. It just likes to go to sleep every once in a while. All right, I've had enough. Or maybe it just doesn't like my conversation. All right, that's a dumb conversation. I'm turning off now. All right, Rodon. All right, Yandy Diaz for the Rays Rainbow. Max Kepler for the 20s to 2023. For Kim. And for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman. It's a cool card. Even for a manufactured relic, it's pretty cool. Nolan Gorman, a rookie on the Patchwork of the Past patch card. Very cool. For Shane. Yeah, I just got to find a top loader fit. Let's see. Is that going to do it? There we go. Nice one. Cool. Bieber and Tony Gwynn. La da 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 da. I was so happy today. So, without giving up the place, I've talked about this in the past. Some of the ways I procure cards is through local local card shops around me who they get more allocation than they can sell, or they're offered more allocation than they need. So I kind of come in and work a deal with them where I go, look, if you have extra allocation, you order it, I'll buy it from you at, X amount of percentage, usually like 10% over cost or whatever. And, it's easy money for them, and it's a good way for me to get cards at cost, And my main guy who I buy the most from, and when I mean buy the most from, usually I spend a couple $100,000 a year with him. Since Fanatics took over, they sent out this email, Pavin Smith for the D-backs back in December. Like, it used to be with Topps, you had to order everything months and months and months in advance. Like, you get an email in July or an email in May for draft, Eddie Murray blue parallel for the Orioles. And for the Dodgers, Max Muncy, Major League Material Relic Auto to 59 of 50. For the Doyers. For John. There you go, buddy. Nice one. So, literally, like it used to be, you'd have to order at least 6, 8, sometimes 10, 12 months in advance of what you wanted. Well, now that Fanatics has switched everything over, it's much, much shorter time frame. Like they're literally asking you like 4 weeks out what you want. And I do get allocation, but I don't get, anything close to what I need. I mean, this is, I don't even know what case of Series 1 we're on at this point. Like case 7 or 8. And I'll only get like 1 or 2 in my allocation. So anyway, the guys at this one shop that I buy from are the nicest guys in the world. But little flighty, you know. Like, I think they smoke a little too much weed, to be honest with you. So when Fanatics took over the distribution, well, it's still Tops, but you know what I mean. When Fanatics got involved, they sent out an email to everyone to get updated business information, addresses, everything. It was like this email you had to fill out, send back. Well, they missed it, which I'm just like, of course you did, you know. So when Series 1 was coming out, I was supposed to pick up like 7 cases from him. He's like, yeah, I don't have any of your cards. I was like, excuse me? Cabrian Hayes, gold foil for Pittsburgh. And to 499, Gregory Soto for the Tigers. Christopher. And I said, whoa, what are you talking about? And this was literally like the day before Series 1 was coming out. And like I said, I had mine coming in and a little bit else that I ordered, but nowhere near what I even had scheduled for the first week, you know? So he's like, oh, this is a Tristan Cassis rig. It's going to get squared away. It's going to get squared away. They finally got it squared away today. It took like a month to get it straightened out. I was just like, maybe you should pay attention to your emails next time. Because I was freaking out. Like, it's a lot of product I buy from them. I was like, if I lose this hookup, I'm going to be in trouble. And then recently, I think I was telling you guys last week, I spoke to a guy, is kind of a friend of a friend who called me, which was a little freaky. Like, you ever get a phone call, like a personal phone call from someone that you don't know on your cell phone, and you're like, where in the hell did you get my number? You know? So there's this like shop near me that I don't really go to or had until the past few months. And Vaughn Grissom rookie, Cronenworth, and Doval on the Independence Day, 16 of 76 for the Giants. Mike Schmidt. So anyway, there's this shop that I hadn't really gone to before, but I stopped in. I needed some stuff. I picked it up from him. I got to talking to the guy and did kind of the same deal with him. He gets more allocation than he needs. And I said, well, I guess this guy overheard me when I was in there. So through the owner of that shop, he got my information, and this guy called me, and he wanted to learn about braking because he's thinking about starting himself, and which is fine with me. I have no problem helping people out. You know what I mean? Like, what do I have to do? How do I get started? This, that. I gave him the whole spiel, and I told him, look, it's a little harder to break in now than it used to be. There's a lot of people doing it. You know, a lot of guys don't survive the first 6 months because you got to build up a clientele. You got to get people to trust you, this, that, whatever. Well, he heard me talking to the guy about the deal I was working with him to overpay for. And he's like, well, I can get down on that allocation thing over there, right? And I was like, excuse me? And he's like literally telling me he's going to steal it out from under me. I'm like, wow, this is, yeah, I guess so. If the guy's got enough for you, like, what am I going to say? No, it's not mine to make a decision with in the first place. But I was like, you're asking me for help, and now you're basically asking me if you could steal my contact at the same time. So, and I was telling him about the other place I buy from, and he's like, well, do you want to tell me their name? I was like, no. There's a nice Michael Harris, nice one for the Braves, rainbow foil. Like, he wanted the other contact, my main one. I was like, no. He's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm sure. Wow, man, I've been working at this for 6 years, and in one phone call, you're going to steal it all from me. It's ballsy. Nice Michael Harris. There you go, Paul. Sweet. Behind that, Major League Material, Hunter Green. The Reds. Who's got the Reds? Dan. J-Rod Alonso. There's a Gorman rookie. I was like, man, this guy's going to come over and steal my equipment next. I know, right? Look, I'm a good guy. I try to be as helpful as I can, but there's a line you got to get to. Like, oh, you want to give me the and the funny part is there are times when I've offered help. Like actually, like a month or so ago, and I think I talked about this. I met this kid at a store who's a breaker on Whatnot, but he's a football guy, and he was complaining to me about the price of cards. O'Neill Cruz gold foil. So I started saying to him, I was like, well, do you have a GTS account? And he just like I tried to give him like five different things he could do. I said, have you gotten a direct account with Panini? You deal in football. That's what you need. Sean Murphy to 2023. And he blew me off like, you wouldn't believe. Like, shut up, old man. I don't want to hear it. I was just like, wow. 857 to 2023. I was like, you've heard of DealerNet before? Are you on DealerNet? Like I was trying to give him all these different and he just like basically was like, please shut up. I don't and, and I walked out of there thinking to myself, why do I even try? I was trying to be a good guy. And this kid he didn't want to hear anything from me. I was like, yeah, I've been doing this for a while, but those kids, damn kids, they know everything these days. I sound like an old man. I am an old man. Maura Martin. Do, 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 do. Riley Green. Figueroa. Kyle Brandish, gold foil. Shane Bieber. Do, 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 do. Get in there. Thank you. Adley rookie. Well, that was the funny thing too with the kid because I was saying to him like, well, why don't you do some other sports? Because he did football, and I was like, football's got to be so tough this year because you had such a bad draft class. You know what I mean? Like, why hamstring yourself to just like that's the beauty of baseball. I mean, don't get me wrong, a good draft class is always awesome. A good rookie class is always, but there's so many levels of baseball. Moreno rookie that you can concentrate on one or the other. Like if it's not a great draft class, so you lay off the draft products, and stuff like that. But in football, you're pretty tied. Singer, gold foil, Willie Mays, throwback. Um, but he's like, no, I only break football. He's like, he looked at me like you break baseball. You're low rent. I was like, yeah, well, Mr. Low Rent's gonna be. I was here before you, and I'll be around a long time after you too. Adley. I mean, basketball's pretty good to do, although it's so freaking expensive. But there's not a lot of guys in basketball to break and collect. But football, honestly, I don't know how anybody makes a dime breaking football these days. You really don't. Even on the rare occasion that we do it here, I always regret it afterwards. I'm like, why did I? I know I don't even want to do it. I like football, but I don't want to break it. Grandal, Lindor home run challenge. Kevin Kiermaier to 2023. Bo knows. For the Rays is Tilden. That is 607 of 2023 on the Kiermaier. last pack of Bucks 2. See, the beauty to baseball as opposed to football with pricing. Now, don't get me wrong, prices went up on baseball. I'm not, but most of the pricing that goes up on baseball is the market forces it up. I mean, yes, Topps charges more now to start out than they do on things, but like if the product's not good, it comes down. If the product's real good, it goes up. And I mean, Series 1 is a perfect example. Like these jumbos have gone through the roof, but hobbies haven't really moved. I mean, not that hobbies are bad. The same cards, you just don't get as much in them, so people aren't that into them. In football, man, they just charge a monster amount of money from the get go, and they don't even care if the class is any good. Like, oh, this is what you paid last year, so this is what you're going to pay this year. And you're like, huh? How does that work? Marte Gold Foil and another one. Wow. Our second Independence, 2 boxes. 71 of 76 for the Cubs. And to be honest with you, the market doesn't even really move football that much. Not like it does in baseball. I mean, and you look at like Topps Chrome, for example. I mean, Topps Chrome was terrible. And I mean, they were pre-selling that stuff for like 400 a box. Now you can get it for like 125 bucks, So the market pushes it the way it's supposed to go. But in football, if they do that, they just, it goes down like 10 bucks and they still charge you like 500 a box. It's crazy. I mean, if anybody took advantage of COVID, Panini has to be one of the biggest companies to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, they all made money and Topps took advantage too, but Panini, some of the pricing is like, oh, well, my distributor in 2019 would send me like football pricing, and there was a point with pricing for football. There was not a single new release case that came out that was less than $10,000 at one point. And I was like, who in their right mind as a breaker would even lay out that kind of money? And don't get me wrong, I mean, stuff was selling, but I'm not laying out 15 grand for a case, not knowing if I'm going to get that money back. Like, I don't care how much you have, it's a lot, And yeah, again, 2021 when all the the quarterbacks from 2020 made it good, but now you're seeing, I mean, some of those quarterbacks from 2021 are damn near out of the league at this point. The kid at the Jets, it's hanging on for dear life. I feel bad for anybody who invested serious money in him because his stuff's got to be selling for pennies on the dollar at this point. And I mean, look, I get that. That's a chance we all take in this hobby, but that's pretty dramatic, Like Chris Bryant isn't the player he used to be, but if you still get a first Chris Bryant, it's still got some pretty good value to it, Football doesn't always work that way. Sometimes they just totally bottom out. Sometimes I think it's like, especially nowadays with some of the breaks I see out there. All right, Judge Ramirez and Tucker. Who's got what? Yankees is Bobby. Michael's got the Guardians, and Houston is Brian. So we'll have to roll a die on that one at the end. See who gets it. Crawford City Connect for San Francisco. San Fran is Zachary, my man Zachary. Hey, Zach, again, sorry about that misunderstanding earlier. I didn't realize you had that second team, so. Goldie, Gunner rookie. Recently picked up a Panini Marquee Brown rookie redemption card from my old neighbor who retrieved it from the guy who bought him. Oh yeah. Oh, that's funny you say that. I meant to bring them up. I have to bring them up tomorrow. I got two replacement redemptions this week, like out of nowhere from cards from 2015 and 2016. And I got to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised with the one. There's a nice Riley Green for the Tigers. My man Christopher, there you go. Nice rainbow foil Riley Green rookie. Excellent. Um, I got a notification from FedEx that a package was coming. And you don't understand. I get packages every day, all the time, so it's not unusual. But this usually I know like when and where they're coming from. And I was like, I didn't order this. It's coming from Texas, and I wasn't even thinking about it. Wow, look at all this. So Josh Donaldson to 50. Behind that for the Mets, a 30-30 Daryl Strawberry auto, 5 of 25. Wasn't even paying attention. Snuck up on me. The man Thomas, he's gonna like that. He's a Mets fan. Look at that thing. Old Daryl Strawberry. We can give it a little clap for that one. Nice. So and then I got another notification. I was like, is this the same thing? And then I was at my business the other day, and they said it was delivered. And I was like, what in the world is this? I came home, and they were replacements for Rugned Odor redemptions from like 6 years ago. I was like, oh my God, I forgot all about these things. And the one wasn't bad. It was a Tyler Glasnow flawless patch auto to 25, rookie year 2017. So, I mean, as compared to like an Elite Extra Rugned Odor, that certainly was better. And the Yankees is Bobby on that one. That is 24 of 50. I meant to bring him up and show him. The other one was crap. I forget even who it was. David Bodie or something like that from the Cubs. But I was like, why in the world, after all this time? I mean, I put in for replacements 4 years ago and never got anything. And then all of a sudden they send something. Like, it's so crazy, man. Panini and the redemptions is out of hand. I still have like 17 more there, and all of them are more than 3 years old. That have never been filled, never replaced, never anything. Like, just send me something worth a few $100 and wipe them all out. I don't care. You know, like send me a J-Rod auto or something and go, okay, this covers all the rest that are there. All right, I'm fine with that. Tops hasn't been too bad recently. I think I have two into them right now, but they're no more than a few months old. So, but honestly, the recent year or two when I've sent stuff into Tops, it come back fairly rapidly within a few months or so. Rather green rookie. All right, Yandy Diaz gold. There's a Jordan Lyles black border. 52 of 72 for the Orioles. For Matthew. Max Scherzer. Still have one in Tops. Been almost a year. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have some at Panini that are over 10 years old. So, honestly, and most of them are junk, so I don't really sweat them that much, and that's why when I got those couple cards this week, I was like, well, and the one card certainly was better than what I was supposed to get. So, I'll take it and keep my mouth shut. But yeah, man. I'm trying to think what I have. I have something from Draft that's there. I think like one of the class of 2022 autos or something like that. And I have something else at Tops too, but not much. I don't think I got to be honest. Tops redemptions, I feel like The redemption itself has gotten better, but I don't think there are as many redemptions and stuff the past year or two as there have been in the past. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still out there, and I think they're bullshit, but um, I feel like it's less than it used to be. I mean, maybe we're just getting lucky. I don't know. I'm not getting them that much. Santander gold foil. That's a blue 1-2 punch for the Twinnies. It is really frustrating though. Like it's like the points cards in Panini. Like you are guaranteeing something. This is why I never understand why they can't get one of these lawsuits to actually hit. Because people have opened multiple lawsuits about redemptions, and it always gets tossed for some reason. And I don't really understand why it does. Now, granted, I'm not a lawyer, so that obviously is the first reason I don't know. But like, you put a guarantee, you say, okay, this box comes with 2 autographs, right? You get a box, you get a redemption in it that they never end up filling. Or you get the box and the redemption is expired because the product's a few years old. Well, they're not giving you the guaranteed 2 autos or 3 autos or whatever. Like, that seems like a pretty straightforward, cut and dry case you have there, Michael Harris. At least Panini's smart enough to put on average on their box, because when you are shorted or when you're going to go, well, because that's the same thing they'll tell you on the phone if you call them. Well, it does say on average. Doesn't mean you're always going to get that much. Um, and I don't know. As far as actually filling the redemptions, I think it's such a joke to people at this point. Everybody throws their hands up. That's why it's funny. I see whenever Topps posts something on Instagram, if you read the comments below, it's just hilarious because people are seething mad at them about everything. Seawald gold foil, and most of it is redemptions. I sent in my Wander 9 months ago. Where is it? Like, and you want to imagine that most of the people who are really, really angry are newer to the hobby, because most of us who've been around a long time are like, 9 months? That's not too bad, Marcus Stroman to 2023, 1532 of 2023. If you get it under 2 years, you're doing okay. Got my Panini redemption after 3 years. Just a top loader and a bubble mailer. I gave, well, that's, yeah, I'm trying to think. How did mine come in? Yeah, that's basically how mine came in. Although the flawless one they sent me was in a box, in a bubble envelope, in a box, in a bubble envelope. The second one, the David Bodie came in, was just like thrown in a bubble envelope. So I guess they just took care of the flawless card a little bit better, Again, not that, I mean, what is it worth? Maybe $40 or something at most, but it's certainly more than the $2 Rougned Odor I would have gotten. So, but yeah, it is interesting because sometimes when I get stuff from Topps or Panini, some of it is packed so well, and then other times it's packed terribly. The worst is Target. Oh God, don't buy anything. Don't buy cards from Target. They'll put 3 blasters in a box that's big enough to hold 40 and just throw them in there with no padding or anything. They'll bounce all over the place in there. It's crazy. Sean Murphy, and there's an Ichiro for the Mariners. Black throwback. 209 of 299. Like the Aoki boxes I was just opening, they came in individual, each box. Now I got like 36 boxes or whatever. Each box individually wrapped in a bubble mail, in a bubble envelope, inside it. Like, they were perfectly wrapped. But the Wave 1 boxes did not come in like that. Like the Nolan Gorman, the Wave 1 were just like thrown into a big box. And which was weird because they sold them by cases, by 5-box cases. So I thought they were going to come in like little 5-box cases, but they didn't. They just, so I guess it depends on who's there and what their day is like, how well things get taken care of. But Target, man, they'll send it. Stuff will come in and crushed, like it went under the truck's wheel or something. I do everything not to buy from them unless it's like the mega boxes. Because it's the only place you can get them. They're not exactly known for their shipping abilities over there. Independent was in the pack. It was bent. That sucks. See, I often wonder too. And again, somebody out there, you guys might know this better than I do. I really don't know a ton. I mean, we used to do a lot more retail stuff here, and I still do retail stuff sometimes. Royals Rainbow Foil. Um, but honestly, when things got crazy with retail during COVID, like I just gave up on that stuff for the most part. Mookie Betts home run challenge. There must be some sort of different packing for what gets sold through like MJ Holding for Target or Walmart or whatever, and what gets given to like distributors and stuff. Because I was actually talking about this last week, and I'm thinking about doing it for next week. I've always wanted to do a full case of fat packs to see how it would be, and one of my distributors has them at a decent price of Series One, and it's like 108 fat packs or hanger boxes or whatever in a case. And it was funny because when I talked to my distributor about it, he's like, I know I've heard some rumors out there about the fat packs not being that great, but these aren't the same. And I was like, well, what does that mean? He's like, well, they don't, like what you get from, Target or Walmart or whatever, it's packed differently than the stuff we get. And I'm like, well, again, what the hell does that mean? You're not, but he didn't really expound on it. Brett, but he's just a distributor, so I mean, he's probably lying to me in the first place, but I'm still thinking about doing. I just think it might be a fun break to do on like a Sunday. Be interested to see what you get out of a full case like that. Yasmani Grandal. Oh my God, the thing faked me out again. Well, there's another Ozzy Albies. It's 2023. We started with one earlier and in the beginning, and here we are towards the end with one. So only 2021 more to go. You'll have them all. For Paul. Jose Ramirez, Hunter Green. But I don't know. I think it'd be kind of a fun break. I mean, I might be ready to, I don't know, rip my head off by the end of it. Like I've always liked, I mean, especially you guys who are regulars know this. I've always liked doing retail stuff too. Honestly, some of the biggest pulls I've ever had have come out of retail boxes. And I know there's the group out there who, swear off retail no matter what. We haven't done much of it. Oh, stay with me. Sorry about that. We haven't done much breaking of it in the last like 6 months, but we used to do a lot more. And I don't know. Try to start doing some more again. Aguero. Grissom. Cedric Mullins, a rainbow. Brad Miller to 2023. And for Pittsburgh, O'Neill Cruz, Major League material. Independence Day, you got Bennett because guys are probably in there like bending the packs looking for hits. You know, I've seen guys doing that before. It's amazing to me. Like, guys are just in there with like a pack, like, nah, nothing in there. Like, all right. Got the Pirate Shane. There you go, buddy. Little pack search in action going on. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in any of those places. Like Walmart, I'll go in every once in a while to buy other stuff, and I'll, of course, always glance, to see if they have anything over there, but I just assume they're not going to. There's still people, Rich, who's on here all the time. He and I live right near each other, and he said that the Walmart that's near us, that's like the closest to both of us, he said Friday morning there's still a line like out the door because the MJ Holdings people come Friday and they're like waiting at like 6 in the morning. I was like, it still goes on? He's like, oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't, during COVID, people were making a ton of money reselling. I don't know what they're doing with now. I mean, I guess there's still money in reselling, but not like there was. And I don't think there's that many breakers around here. I know most of them. The patch cards don't look too bad in the blasters. Yeah, I haven't seen them. Yeah, there's some years they're really on. Like, remember a couple years ago they did the hat patch in the blasters. They were awesome, and people like, even though they were, there's still a manufactured patch, but and then other years they're just terrible. You're like, wow. You think they get smart after a time, but Blake Snell gold foil, Mike Trout 30 and 30, Griffey throwback. But yeah, that one was good. But then like remember they did the Players Weekend one? They were horrible. And that's the thing, like if you want to do blasters, which we, like I said, used to do a lot of, and I still do blasters of like Topps Chrome and Bowman and stuff like that when we can get them. But like I haven't done blasters of a flagship product because if that manufactured patch isn't any good, nobody wants it. And honestly, things are heavy and a pain in the ass to ship sometimes too. All right, silver packs. We got something starting out right here. Let's get to it. Good luck, everyone. All right, Chipper Jones, Devers. There's a J-Rod and DL Hall, purple rookie for the Orioles, number 27 of 75. You have to check it out. If I can find one or pick one up, I will. If you guys think they look decent. That's just for the Home Run Challenge, Home Run Derby Championship. We've only got one of those so far, this Home Run Derby thing. All right. Figueroa rookie. Ripken. Sandberg. DeGrom. Ozzie Smith. Bo Bichette. Nick Prado rookie and Christopher Morel rookie. Ooh, what do we got? A little gold something back there. Good luck, everyone. All right, Mikey Trout. Vinny rookie. Bo Jackson. For the Braves. Wow. It's a shame it is centered so poorly. Oh, my God. Wow, it's still a beautiful card, but the left to right centering is atrocious on this card. I'm sorry to say. Look at that. Can you tell there? My, oh my. Wow. That is a 26 of 50 Michael Harris. Beautiful card with atrocious centering, which is pretty much the standard for Topps these days. I mean, if anybody saw my reveal video from the other day of graded cards, I'm sure all the grades are because of the centering on the cards. That's really a shame. That is a gorgeous card. Wow, nice hit, Paul. Very nice hit. Just wish it was cut better for you. Wow. 26 of 50. Very, very nice. Congrats, dude. Hey. Come on, Topps. Killing me, man. All right. Gwynn, Kershaw, Larkin, and Langoliers. Oh, it's a very sweet card. It's an awesome hit. It really is. It just sucks that it's so poorly centered. But like I said, you really, I don't know. Maybe that's the definition of it anymore. Maybe a 10 shouldn't be so hard. It's so easy to get. You know, like you got to get lucky with a good cut card because they don't do them anymore. Yelich, Moreno rookie, Duran, and Paul Goldschmidt on the back. All right, couple of hits out of the old silver packs, including a brilliant Michael Harris. Man, that's a nice card. I'm jealous. Jealousy. All right, we do have this one card we got to do a quick roll of the die for because it's parallel, of course. So we got Judge, Ramirez, and Tucker. So it'd be 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Roll the die, and that's who'll get it. Good luck, everyone. One off the screen. Keep it on the screen. Sorry. Number 6, Tucker going to Houston Astros. All righty. Let me make sure I write that down so later I don't have to come back and watch the video. All right, folks. I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I truly, truly do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow night with some Ellen Ginter Chrome and some Sonic tomorrow night. Doing some Chromes tomorrow night. And like I said, this weekend we'll be around Saturday, Sunday with all your fun breaking products for you here at Old Chef Sports Cards. So we'd love if you would like to join us, we'd love to have you. Please stay safe, stay healthy out there. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door if you can. And bear with me for a sec while I try to put some semblance of a hit recap together for you. So we got a billion rookies as usual, as we've had. So we'll make sure all the top guys there get sleeved and top loaded. We'll take care of those. You guys got it. Thank you so much for joining me. I do appreciate it. Here. One pile. Alrighty. We are doing a hit recap for 2023 Topps Series 1 half jumbo case break number 13. Wasn't too bad, especially now just throwing the cards together for the hit recap. Not too shabby. All right, so we got a million golds and silver parallels here. Blues. We'll pick out the stars and the rookies and stuff and make sure they get taken care of. Let's go here. So some just rainbow foils that I pulled out, some good ones. Riley Green, rookie. We had a Michael Harris, rookie. And Piguero, rookie. All nice ones there. To 2023, Brad Miller, Ozzie Albies, Marcus Stroman, Kiermaier, Murphy, Kepler, Phillies card. Another Ozzie Albies, 2 of them, all to 2023. From the silver packs, Michael Harris to 50, gorgeous card. And DL Hall to 75. Other numbered parallels kind of mixed up. We had the Ichiro throwback to 299, Jordan Lyles to 72, Patrick Wisdom to 76, Josh Donaldson to 50, Duvall to 76. Yeah. Gregory Soto to 499, Real Muto with the color match to 199, Stephen Kwan with the vintage to 99, and Keibert Ruiz to 499. That's really not bad for numbered 2 to 76, a 50, a 72, a 99. Out of this, not too bad. Relics. We had the O'Neill Cruz Major League Material, Hunter Green Major League Material, City Connect for San Francisco. What did they call in this one again? The Patchwork of the Past patch card, Nolan Gorman rookie. That's a cool card. And Jordan on the City Connect. We also had the Cal Ripken throwback relic. And then autographs. Tyler Friedman, not numbered for the Guardians. We did have the Max Muncy /50 Major League Material relic auto and a very sweet 30 and 30 Darryl Strawberry /25 for the Metropolitans. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining me. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Take care. Bye.